All right, guys. Coach Todd here. Welcome to Elevation Coach Team Call. Today we're going to be talking about how to dominate the team cup. We're going to be talking about tips on how you can take yourself, and your team and achieve your goals in this focused, intense time of the team cup. And we got Belinda on the call, and we're the only ones here. So we're the coolest people. We're the coolest people. I'm just saying. So I do want to provide you guys with some value and allow you guys to ask questions at the end as well. Get on the call. So very first thing is Team Cup. Why is Team Cup important? Okay, the Team Cup. If you've ever listened to Eric Worre, he talks about how to get a business off the ground. And I've talked about this before, how new coaches who participate in Team Cup earn on average 10 times more income than coaches who do not participate in the Team Cup. And I know a lot of coaches, they have this weird stigma about, completely avoiding anything income related with Beachbody. It's like, no, I only signed up as a coach to help people. Awesome. That is a great attitude to have, but you can do that without becoming a coach. Okay, this is a business. And if you operated a business and you just wanted to help people and that was it, and you didn't really care about earning any money at all, you would close the doors on that business because it's not worth your time. Okay, you can help people without being a coach. There's no sense in getting frustrated with not hitting Success Club, frustrated with people not responding to you, if you could just do this as a hobby. So really, Team Cup is an opportunity to take your passion and focus that intensity on that passion in order to grow your business. And it's a huge, huge opportunity. And you see personal trainers do this. When they finish their personal training degree, they go out there and they try and rally up as many clients as they can. They're passionate about helping people reach their results. And they're not shy about saying, hey, I'm going to charge you $200 a month to train you. Okay. A Beachbody coach is free. Okay. So you can take that and run with it. That what we offer is free to people. Our motivation, our support, our advice, our experience, all of those things are free. So Team Cup is an opportunity to take that passion, intensify it, and focus on it for just 30 days. And like I said, with Eric Worre, if you've ever listened to him before, he talks about getting a business off the ground. And he compares it to an airplane taking off of a runway. He asked the audience a question, this video I watched of him. He said, how much throttle does the pilot give the plane in order to get that plane off the ground? Does he give it 50% throttle? Does he give it 80%? What does he do? All right, he goes 100% throttle in order to get that plane off the ground. And if he doesn't go 10% or 100% throttle, that plane's not getting off the ground. And then once that plane gets to cruising altitude, okay, then they can back down the throttle down to 50, 40, whatever percent. Okay, but in order to get it off the ground, it needs to be 100% throttle. And that's the same thing with your coaching business. Is if you really want to push and you want to make some incredible momentum and make some incredible strides in your coaching business, you got to give it 100% throttle. You can't just give this 50% throttle. It's never going to get off the ground, just like that plane will not get off the ground with 50% throttle. Your business is exactly the same. And like I said, I'll say it again so you guys get this, is Team Beachbody Cup, this challenge, this contest that's going across the entire network right now, is an opportunity to focus on gaining momentum in your business and helping as many people as possible. So I want to share with you guys some tips that I have in order to be successful with your Team Beachbody Cup team. Now, I had presented at the beginning or toward the end of last month. Hey, there's some more people. Who do we got? We got Tiffany and Jeremy. How's it going, guys?
Hey, doing good, thanks.
Awesome. All right, so getting into Team Beachbody Cup, I talked about this at the end, towards the end of October, preparing people for it, saying, if you've never hit Success Club 5, I want you to team up with someone who has hit Success Club 5, and I want you to work together to hit Success Club 5 as a team, okay? And I challenge the people who have hit Success Club 5 in the past to get a team of 2 other people with them and lead them and show them how you earn Success Club 5. And I hope the people on this team took advantage of that. I know there's only 3 other people besides myself on this call. One of them is on my team, Jeremy, okay? And I'm going to be showing Jeremy how we can get to Success Club 5 as a team. And I'm doing that same thing with Lonnie and Tiffany. I don't know if Tiffany's on a team, but I hope you guys took advantage of that and got on a team. She says no. But this is good information for the next Team Beachbody Cup. I hope you take advantage of this. So what are some things you can do during Team Beachbody Cup to gain that momentum and really feel like your business is moving? Because a lot of coaches, they become a coach and they get rejected a few times, and it's really, really just crushes your motivation. I was there. Remember, guys, I personally messaged 132 people when the concept of a challenge group was presented by Beachbody. 132 people, only 11 people said yes. That's a lot more rejection than I got yeses. That's a lot more no's than yeses. Okay, and a lot of new coaches get discouraged by that. So what I want you guys to do, here's some tips in order to avoid that, okay? Number 1, you got to have a monthly goal. You got to have that end result. Okay, I want Success Club 5 or I want Success Club 10. That is your big goal. That's what I would call a business goal. Okay, you can have other kinds of goals where you say, I want to help, 5 people this month lose 5 pounds or more. Okay, that would be a personal achievement goal for me. I had a goal this year in 2015 of helping 5 people lose over 100 pounds. I think that's at 4 right now. 4 people on our team have lost over 100, or on Ripped Club, my customers have lost over 100 pounds. So that's incredibly motivating for me personally and helps fuel my passion for coaching as well as the business side. So, but for Team Cup, you want that monthly goal, something you're working toward. Okay, if it's Success Club 5, awesome. And if it's Success Club 10, cool. If it's Success Club 5 each week, so that you're at Success Club 20 by the end, awesome. And that brings up my next point is that whatever your monthly goal is, whatever your goal is for the end of the Team Beachbody Cup Challenge, you want to break that down into smaller goals. And that's where we sort of get a new coach, especially, gets overwhelmed, is like, man, there's no way I can hit Success Club 10. I don't even know how. I've never hit Success Club 5. How am I going to get there? Okay, well, let's break it down into smaller goals. Okay, let's say break it down into 4 weeks. Okay, break the month into 4 weeks. In order to hit Success Club 10, you have to help someone get started with a challenge pack. 1 challenge pack every single week. And on one of those weeks, you need to help 2 people get started with a challenge pack. And break it down like that. Okay, and then you need a game plan for that week. Okay, and this is where our Elevation Coaches team calendar comes into play. You can go on to elevationcoaches.com. The November calendar is going to be up tonight. Okay, and you can look and see what days certain things start. And you can know, okay, if our coaching sneak peek starts on the 3rd Monday of the month, I'm going to start promoting that sneak peek in my Facebook posts on Monday the previous week. Okay, and I'm going to do 1 post every single day, and it's going to involve me sharing my story somehow and relating that back to people taking a look at the coaching opportunity in our sneak peek. Okay, so break it down into a game plan based on your weekly goal, and that weekly goal is based on your entire month end goal. So my personal goal this month is to hit Success Club 20. Okay, that means I need 5 Success Club points per week. And I know that means I need to help 3 people per week get started with a challenge pack. That is my personal goal, to help 3 people get started with a challenge pack. I've already gotten 1 this week. So I need 2 more. And I know that in order to help 3 people get started with a challenge pack, I gotta talk to around 10 to 15 people for someone to say yes to a challenge group and a challenge pack. So I know that if I got to talk to 10 to 15 people, I'll call it 20 just to be safe. 20 people times 3 challenge packs. I got to talk to 60 people this week. I break that down by 7 days. I got to talk to 9 people a day. I got to start 9 new conversations per day. I have to have 9 invites to my challenge group per day. That's how I break down my weekly goals. And you got to do the same for yours. If your goal is Success Club 5, you should probably be talking to 3 to 5 people per day. And I'm talking invites, not just new conversations. Okay, this is remember, this team challenge is about focused intensity for a short period of time to get off the ground so that you can get to cruising altitude, pull back the throttle, maintain for a little bit, and then when we get to the next team cup, you can throttle up again. And this is an awesome opportunity to create a huge momentum cycle in your business. So that's the first thing, is setting a monthly goal, breaking it down into a weekly goal, and then creating a game plan in order to achieve that weekly goal. And that's going to make this task of hitting Success Club 5 or 10 or whatever your goal is, it's not going to be so daunting. It's going to be attainable because you're going to have a game plan on how to get there each and every single week. So what should that game plan include? Whatever amount, okay, and mind you, this is for people who want to push to that 100% throttle and get their business off the ground with the Team Cup. And if you're not on a Team Cup team and you just want to participate with Elevation coaches in this throttling up and getting your business off the ground, that's great. You follow along, set these goals, create the game plan. So the very first thing you need to do is ask yourself, how much time am I spending on my coaching business each day? Okay, and the first thing you need to do is add 1 hour to that. Something about reverse engineering. The chat popped up on my screen. Okay, so however much time you're putting into your coaching business per day. If it's 15 minutes, it needs to be an hour and 15 minutes. If it's a half hour, it needs to be 90 minutes. If you're putting in an hour, put in 2 hours. Okay, remember, this is about focused intensity over a short period of time. You need to have the conversation with your family and say, hey, I'm going to put 1 more hour a day to help get my coaching business off the ground and gain some momentum. And this is really important to me because it's going to help our family blank, and you fill in the blank. And that's really important that you understand this because it's what's going to help you get excited about putting in that extra hour per day. You need to understand what the result is going to be. What will the result be when you hit Success Club 5? Well, if you're already an Emerald coach, if you hit Success Club 5, you're going to qualify for the lead programs, and you're going to start getting 2 to 3 brand new customers per week. And you're also going to qualify for the Shakeology lead program if you hit Success Club 10 and you're an Emerald coach. So you're going to start getting Shakeology orders each month. They're just given to you from people people you don't even know. So what could that do for your business where you have 2 to 3 new customers per week? Okay, how many are you getting now? What would happen if 2 to 3 more customers per week were added to that? That's more people that you can contact to say, hey, I just saw that you ordered Insanity Max 30. I actually have this challenge group that's starting on the first Monday of next month, and I thought, maybe we could chat about your goals and see if the challenge group is something you'd want to be a part of. Amazing, amazing opportunity simply by hitting Success Club 5. So remember, this momentum that you're building up during the Team Cup Challenge is going to carry forward into the next month, into the next 60 days, into the next 90 days until we get to our next Team Cup. And what you're going to be doing, you're going to be creating some phenomenal habits of consistency if you are consistent. Okay, you're going to create habits, and that's what's awesome about this is when you have that focused intensity over a short period of time, just 4 weeks during Team Cup, is you create habits. And these are things like, some of you have gotten in the habit of waking up at 4:30 a.m. to do your workout. That's just what you do now. You never used to do that, but you do now. Okay, well, it's the same thing with your business. This is what I did. I started spending the hour on my lunch break focused on building my coaching business. That's just what I do now. I don't do anything else on my lunch break unless I have a lunch meeting with a customer or someone from my work. I build my coaching business during my lunch break. That's 1 hour where most people, they'll go into the break room, or they'll surf the internet, or they'll go out to their car. I've seen guys sleeping out in their car on their lunch break. Not me. I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to change people's lives. I'm on a mission to change my family's trajectory and our ability to be free. Okay. So I take that 1 hour and I'm focused. And that's a habit for me now. So this is a great opportunity to create those habits that are going to get you to your goal as a coach. All right. So the next thing is you need to determine how many people you want to add to your network each day. And what I mean by that is how many new people you contact. This is not invites to a challenge group. This is how many people you're contacting per day. Okay, networking is a very, very important part of your Team Beachbody business, because if you don't have new people to talk to, you don't have new people to invite to a challenge group. So this is something else you need to be incredibly consistent with. And if some of the mistakes that coaches make is they shoot for the stars and just beyond the stars, beyond the galaxy with how many people they're talking to per day. It's like, I'm going to reach out to 100 brand new people every single day. And you reach out to 100 people and 50 people message you back. And all of a sudden you're answering 50 messages and you're not talking to another 100 people that day, unless you're spending 4 or 5 hours on your coaching business per day, which I've done before during a Team Cup challenge when I got Success Club 30 something. Okay. During the P90X3 launch, I promoted that thing like crazy. Team Beachbody actually called me and asked me how I sold so many P90X3 challenge packs, because I sold more than anybody in the company. And they wanted to know how I did it. And I said, well, I just talked about it constantly. I reached out to Drea Weber from the P90X videos and said, hey, will you judge our challenge group results against Team Ripped, which is Wayne Wyatt's team? And she said, yeah, let's do it. I messaged, what's the little blonde lady? Tracy Morrow. I messaged her because she's in my upline. And I said, hey, she's in the P90X Plus videos, the P90X2 videos. She's in P90X3. And I messaged her and asked if she would judge. And let's see, what was it? The week before our challenge started, Wayne Wyatt was down in whatever city Team Beachbody headquarters are. He had a workout scheduled with Tony Horton, and he got Tony Horton to agree to judge our challenge. And then we got Allison Schofield from Team Beachbody Success Results to help judge our challenge. And we're still trying to get all those people together to judge our results of our P90X3 challenge. But it was just that hype and the excitement that I created about the P90X3 challenge group that allowed me to help that many people get started with a challenge pack. And that leads me into my next point is, as you're reaching out to these new people, making new connections each day, they're going to see what you're doing on your Facebook wall. Okay. If you're excited about what you're doing, they're going to be excited about taking part in that. Okay. If as a leader, you're leading coaches and you're excited about adding 60 minutes a day to your coaching business activities, your coaches are going to be excited about adding an hour a day, because you're going to get a crap ton of stuff done. You're going to reach new people. You're going to reach new goals. You're going to reach new income opportunities. You're going to do amazing things in that extra hour per day by focusing intensely for a short period of time, just 30 days during the Team Cup Challenge. And when people see your excitement on your wall, all these people that you're connecting with, these new people you're connecting with, whether it's people that share an interest in guns like me, whether it's people that share an interest in hunting like I do, or if they share an interest in RC cars like I do, or they share an interest in Bible study like I do, or worship music, whatever it is. Okay, I connect with people based on interests. Okay, and when they see me posting things that I'm interested in and my excitement about what I'm doing, people want to be a part of that. Okay, and that's what you guys have an opportunity to do by connecting with, just set a reasonable goal. I'm going to start 5 new conversations every single day with a person that I've never talked to before on Facebook. Okay, and you can do that by going on to a random like page. Maybe you like scrapbooking. You go to a scrapbooking fan page on Facebook and you find a post that page has done, and you see people who've commented. And maybe someone in that comment string has asked a question, and maybe you know the answer to that question, and you can reply to them and say, oh yeah, you just use these little frayed scissors and you get an amazing border. I don't know anything about scrapbooking. I just know there's borders and stuff around pictures. But there's an opportunity to start a new conversation. I know with me, I just started hunting for the first time this season. The last time I hunted was like 14 years ago. I just started again because I found out my wife will cook venison. And I'm like, heck yeah, I'm going hunting. So I'm going to start connecting with people on hunting. And I'm going to message them. And I'm going to ask them questions because I'm going to make them feel like they're helping me. And it's going to be a great conversation starter. I'm going to say, hey, what do you guys do like after 10 p.m. when the blacktails start bedding down? Do you just start trudging through the brush to start pushing them out? Or what do you guys do? I'm going to start asking people questions just to create a conversation. And I'm going to try and start 5 new conversations every single day. So that's another way that that's another thing that you can include in your game plan to reach your goal is how many people am I going to start a new conversation with each day? All right. Also, going back to this whole, I had mentioned my promotion of P90X3 and how that was wildly successful. With our team calendar, which is going to be uploaded tonight, like I said, the November team calendar, you're going to see stuff on there. You're going to see a coaching sneak peek. You're going to see a coaching opportunity webinar. You're going to see a coach basics starts. Okay, all of these things. These are things that you can promote on your social media. When we have a sneak peek coming up, you can look at the calendar and say, okay, sneak peek starts on Monday. The previous Wednesday, I'm going to start promoting, or the previous Monday, whatever you choose. And you can start posting things and connecting it back to the sneak peek and saying, let me know if this is something you want to take a look at. Here's what coaching has done for me. Here's my results. Okay. You can promote the coaching sneak peek. Okay. Then when the coaching sneak peek ends, there's going to be a coaching opportunity webinar. You have an opportunity to tell people that you're friends with on Facebook or Pinterest or YouTube, whatever. You can get the message out there. You can personally invite people with a text message and say, hey, we're doing this. Our team is having this live webinar about coaching and how you can, pay off X amount of debt in this many months, or Coach Todd, my coach, is going to be showing you how to earn $900 in your first 3 months as a coach. Okay, that's something I actually want to do, and I might actually promote the coaching opportunity webinar as such, is how to earn $900 in your first 3 months as a coach, because it's actually pretty simple and it's nothing you guys haven't heard before. Okay, but that's another thing that you guys can promote, and you can look at the team calendar and say, okay, the coach opportunity call starts here. I'm going to start promoting it 5 days prior. And I'm going to do 1 post per day on my Facebook wall and tie the coaching opportunity webinar into my story. And I'm going to include a picture of it. I'm going to tell people what coaching has done for, me and my kids or me and my family. I'm going to say, before coaching, I didn't have that added level of accountability that I needed in order to get healthy for my daughter, or something like that. Always connect your promotions back to your story, how Team Beachbody has helped you, how Team Beachbody has helped someone else. If you don't have a story to share my story. Ask me any question about, Todd, what is Team Beachbody done for you? I want to share something on my wall about what it's done for you and what you're going to be talking about on the coaching opportunity webinar. Okay, ask me. There's so many coaches, so many coach success stories that you can look to for things to post on your social media. And then finally, the new coach training. Okay, our coach basics, which starts, new coaches can start anytime, but I like to start coaches on the first Monday of the month. It just works out well because, even on my website, I see my website traffic always spikes on the first Monday of a new month. And people like Mondays, and they like the beginning of weeks. They like the beginning of months. They like the beginning of years for a fresh start. Okay, so that's when I like to start Coach Basics. And you can promote Coach Basics to people who haven't even signed up a coach yet. You can say, hey guys, I'm super pumped. We're adding a ton of people to the team this month, and we're starting our brand new coach training on Monday, December blank, whatever the first Monday in December is. You say, this is a huge opportunity where we're going to walk you step by step and show you exactly what to do on how to become a successful coach. And you can tie that back in to how Coach Basics helped you. And that's another point for me. If you haven't gone through Coach Basics, go through it. Serious, guys. If you haven't done it, go through Coach Basics so you know what it talks about. And when you plug in a new coach, you're going to be able to come alongside them and tell them how to get the most out of Coach Basics. And you're going to be, you can message them and say, hey, I haven't seen you. I saw you haven't started phase 2. You finished phase 1 of Coach Basics. I saw you haven't started phase 2. Did something happen, or are you waiting to start it for some other reason? Okay. You need to know how Coach Basics is set up. So I highly recommend that you participate yourself. I'm going to be doing my daily Coach Basics post later tonight. And because I feel that I need to set the example. I'm going through it myself, even though I know a lot of the stuff in Coach Basics. I'm doing it because I want to be able to plug in my new coaches and say with confidence, if, you can go to phase 2, day 4 for that information, or you can go back to day 1, phase 1, day 3 for that information. I want to be able to point them in the right direction so I can lead them well. In order to do that, I have to know what Coach Basics includes. All right. And then finally, one-on-one calls. If you're in a team cup challenge, one-on-one calls are a great way to fire each other up, to ask questions, get your questions answered, and just, sort of bounce ideas off each other. I like to call them mastermind sessions, little mini mastermind sessions where you're like, okay, this really hasn't been working for me, Coach Todd. What do I do? It's like, okay, well, share with me what the exact words you're using in your invite, and we'll find out why people aren't messaging you back. And I've done this with a lot of coaches, and I come to find out that they're just puking all this information on the people, and they never message back. It's like, okay, that's where you're going wrong. You're just dumping information on these people, and it's a little overwhelming. You need to spend a little more time asking them about their goals, okay? And then when you do share the results or share the details about the challenge group, do so in a manner, type out your words like you would speak. And here's a suggestion. Maybe use your phone and use voice to text, okay? Use voice to text to message them the details about the challenge group. That way, it's exactly how you speak when you message them, and it doesn't sound salesy, it doesn't sound awkward. Okay, so when I message people, I use the language that I speak with. I use the word friggin', I LOL, I pause in my punctuation with a little ... all kinds of things. I try and make it sound like I'm actually speaking to them and make them more comfortable. Okay, so that's the kind of little masterminding things one-on-one calls provide. And then finally, this is the last thing, Team Cup Zoom calls. The Scorpion Slammers are going to have a team call early this week where we're just going to get together and we're going to talk about our game plan. We're going to talk about what our game plan is, what we're going to do each day, and then one of the coolest ways to stay in touch, I think, is through a group message on Facebook. That way, if I say, hey guys, how many, it's 10 a.m. my time. I've gotten in 3 invites so far. How many invites have you guys gotten today? And, someone might say, crap, I haven't done any. I got to get going. All right. Or another person might say, I went above and beyond today. Awesome, guys. Let's do this. Let's get after it. Okay. That ongoing private message is a great way to stay in contact with one another. Or maybe a group text message is a better way for you guys to stay in contact daily. And that's what I really want you guys to focus on is daily contact with each other, daily accountability, daily motivation, daily encouragement, daily kicks in the butt, just to get everybody going. Because we all know that life will try and direct your attention to where it's not needed most, okay? you got people who are just attention suckers, I call them. They want all of your attention. And I have coaches like this on the team where they will, it's like I will explain something over and over and over again, and it just doesn't sink in. And I'm a pretty patient guy when it comes to coaching, but at some point it's like, man, you gotta stop messaging me, and you just gotta go do what I told you to do 10 times already. And they're just attention suckers. I can't afford to be holding your hand for this long. Okay, I think at this point I'm just enabling you. So I gotta let go of your hand, kick you in the butt, and say, get it done. And usually tough love is what works for a lot of people. I had to do that. I actually had a coach message me, and this coach signed up in another company with another business opportunity and asked me to participate in some survey. Well, honestly, I wasn't interested. I know what that company is, and I'm pretty happy with all the services that I have, and I didn't want to do it. And they messaged me today and said, well, I'm going to cancel all of my services with you and transfer to somebody else, because if you're not going to help me, I'm not going to help you. I said, well, that's fine. I'm going to work with the willing. I'm going to work with people who want to work with me, and I want to work with just Team Beachbody. I'm going to stay focused. I want to work with people who want to work with me. Let's do this. Well, I didn't say let's do this to him, but so those are the tips. Those are the tips for Team Cup, guys. And if you'd like, you can unmute yourselves and ask questions. One thing I did want to touch on, this is something Belinda and I talked about on a one-on-one call last week, or maybe the week before. A lot of people don't know where to connect with new people. Like, okay, if Facebook is the only way to connect with people, then I'm screwed, because I don't really know Facebook that well. There are a ton of other places to connect with people on social media. There's YouTube, there's Instagram, there's Pinterest. I mean, you can go through the list of them, okay? And then there's other places that aren't social media. A lot of people don't know that MyFitnessPal has discussion boards. You can go on MyFitnessPal, and when people ask questions, you can answer their questions for them and be helpful. You can post things on MyFitnessPal that people are going to reply to. Okay, then there's another website called meetup.com, meetup.com. Okay, and you can create a local event. Okay, and you don't actually have to physically gather with these people, but you can create a local event for your Team Beachbody Challenge group. And if you pay the $10 a month that it takes to be like a pro member of meetup.com, they will message every single person in your zip code about your event, and they will tell them about it. That's what's cool about Meetup. And I know some of the top coaches use it. Mindy Wender, who else? There's a couple other ladies in the Midwest who use Meetup, and they use it to invite local people to their online challenge groups. So that's an option.
Why am I only hearing about this now? What? It's called Meetup. Is it meetup.com, or what is it called exactly?
Meetup.com.
Meetup.com. And how does it work? So you register first, and then you pay the fee? You register,
and you can look up all the events that are local to your area. And there's like a mom's running club that meets on Tuesdays at 5 a.m. There's an outdoor hikers club that meets at Mount Pisgah at this time. All these different events, and you can search events by interest. Sports, fishing, hunting, all this stuff. And what you can do is you can actually, when you're a paid member, is you can create an event. And you call it, for me, it would be like Eugene, Oregon Online Fitness Challenge for Accountability and Motivation. Okay, that would be my title for my thing. And when you're a paid member, meetup.com will actually promote your event to everyone in your area, saying, hey, a new event was just added to your area, and here's the information.
For people who already subscribe to meetup.com, right?
Even free members. So right now I'm a free member on meetup.com. And when someone adds a new event, meetup.com will email me and tell me when someone creates a new event. So you can use Meetup to connect with people who are already running events, and you can meet people face-to-face. That's an option.
Or like fit clubs, like a way to promote your fit club.
Yeah, that would if you ran a physical fit club, or not like physically fit, but a fit club that actually met in person somewhere.
Yeah.
Meetup.com is a phenomenal resource, a must.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Or even Eventbrite. Eventbrite, I haven't checked, but they might have a paid membership where they will promote your event as well. Because when I signed up for the Super Saturday here in Portland, Oregon, I got emailed a bunch of other stuff about events in my area from Eventbrite.
Eventbrite?
Yeah.
And it works sort of the same way?
It might. I haven't looked into it.
Eventbrite.
Yeah.
Awesome. And so when you're creating the event, but you haven't experimented with that yet, with the creating of the event itself.
I haven't. But I know some of the top coaches have.
So cool, so cool.
Yeah. And then there's other, just go on Google. And this is, when I started to blog and do YouTube, I wanted to know how to get my content to rank on Google. So when someone typed in Body Beast, like workout schedule, I wanted mine to be the very first thing on Google that they saw. And that's how I wanted to direct people to my website. So I went to Google and I typed in how to rank a blog post on Google. And that's where my search started and my interest in search engine optimization started. Okay, and you can do the same thing. You can go on Google and you can say how to connect with new people online, or where to connect with new people online, or or how to connect with people in New Haven, Connecticut, whatever town you're in, and just do a search and find out how to get into contact with new people and and find out how to start conversations with those people. And maybe you do maybe you go to myfitnesspal.com on the discussions board and you type in who here is from Jersey City, and you see who replies, and you start a conversation with those people. You start asking them what their goals are, how far have they come with their goals, and you start conversations. It doesn't have to be as complicated as we make it. It's just a matter. Excuse me. My throat seized up. It's just a matter of being proactive in searching out. Holy cow! Searching out where to connect with new people. I sound like an old man now. And I got no water. I do have some rubbing alcohol that I could drink, though. Does that work? Probably not a good thing.
No.
All right. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah, Belinda, go for it. You're muted still.
Okay, so quick, just for everyone else, just some questions for everyone to hear, I guess. Some ideas for the Team Cup, especially for new people doing it for the first time. Facebook content or videos, the idea of, I remember we talked about this a little bit last Team Cup, like a video a day. There are some coaches that are really big on that, like Miguel, whatever his last name is, I can't remember.
Carrasco.
But yeah, Canadian Miguel, everyone knows. Yeah, so Facebook posting ideas that really grab people, especially the new people that we're trying to get. And how often is too often? Because I'm thinking where Team Cup is concerned, maybe not that often, because you're trying to grab a lot of people and people come on Facebook at different times all the time. So maybe you're sort of overwhelming the usual people who see your posts, but you're not overwhelming the new people.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think at a minimum 3 times a day I post about probably 3 to 5 times a day. Once on my first break. I try and do it on my three main breaks at work, and then once like at around dinner time. So that's what I do.
How much of a difference do you think it is to have the video?
One way to create a lot of activity on your Facebook page that will allow more people to see your stuff is by posting viral videos on your wall.
The funny stuff.
Yes. If you're on a desktop or a laptop and you click a video, you actually click the link, like up at the top, it says, so-and-so posted a video, and you can see that the word video is hyperlinked. Here, actually, I'll show you guys. I'll do a screen share, desktop.
Well, this is going to be the best team call ever.
Okay, I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to look for a viral video. Let's see if I can find something. There's Tiffany. There's Tiffany.
All these pretty people. Oh, baby.
What? Okay.
Pretty popular on your page.
There's Aaron. There's me. Come on. It's just a bunch of people tagging me, so I can't see my normal news feed. Here, I'll go to a page, iifym.com. We'll see how that does. We'll see if they posted any videos. There's a unicorn farting rainbows. Okay, here's a viral video. This dog. Okay, see, they posted it. They shared Tyrese Gibson's video. Tyrese shares viral videos in order to grow his like page. So what you can do is see how this word video is hyperlinked?
Mm-hmm.
You click that, and it's going to take you to the actual video page. Okay, you pause the video. Then you're going to go up here, and you're going to highlight the www. Okay? And you're going to change that to M, okay? And then you're going to hit enter. Okay, then it's going to bring you to a full page screen of this video. And now what you can do, you can right click and you can save that video. Whoops. Right click. Let's see, where is it? Why isn't it?
Ooh.
There we go. You let the video play, and now you can do save video as. And go to my desktop, and I'll save that video. It's downloading, okay? Now I'm going to go back to my own personal page. Okay. Todd. There we go. And now I can upload that video directly to my own page rather than sharing Tyrese's video. See, here's the video right there. And I can upload that video. And I'm just going to say, let's do this. Say something. I want to say something. It won't let me say something.
Weird. It usually lets you do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think it's better to separate the video from who it was shared to before. I've heard contrary, but I've heard both sides. I've heard people who say, yeah, get rid of it. And then I've heard people say, well, maybe the number of shares or the number of views from the last shared is also appealing and why someone would want to click on it. So
yeah. Well,
I don't know.
Either way, sharing viral videos is a great way to grow the amount of people that see content on your page. Yeah.
Now, do you want to stick to fitness since you're doing fitness videos, or should you?
I would actually recommend that it be not fitness. I would recommend that it would be, when you think about what the kind of stuff you would share just scrolling through your news feed. If you see a video that you like, what kind of videos do you like to see? Post the videos that you would like to see on your own wall.
Gotcha.
There is this one video that is freaking awesome, one of my favorite videos of all time. in the Middle East. They hunt deer or antelope or whatever's over there with eagles. These giant.
Cool.
And there's a video where they release these little gazelles and they start running across the field, and they release this giant eagle, and the eagle comes and picks up the deer off the ground and then and then drops it on the ground and tackles it. One of the coolest videos I've ever seen. And I posted that on my wall, and it got 50 shares. Okay, I also posted, you guys have probably seen this, that video of the little girl who's in a princess dress and she's looking at her brother and she's crying because she doesn't want him to get older. You guys seen that video? Okay,
Yeah.
I posted that on my page, and it got over 400 shares from my page. That means 400 people shared it, and it said, Todd Warren posted this video.
That's
Okay, and that got me like 40 or 50 new friends as a result of me posting that video.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So you would say viral video shares moreover than the fitness. Remember, like the fitness okay.
Yeah, I would say when you do fitness stuff, you want to connect it back to your story.
Gotcha.
When you do fitness or nutrition, always connect it back to how you relate to it. That way, it's more organic. It's more real. I'm gonna take that video off of there because I don't even know what it all includes. It's actually pretty funny. All right, I'm going to delete. But see, and
that's
when
awesome.
just back to my example of typing how you talk, I walked outside my work and I looked and it was dark at 5 p.m. and I said, this 5 p.m. sunset crap is ridiculous. That's how I talk in real life. So that's what I posted, and look, it has 27 likes and 10 comments in the last hour. So it's just about it's good activity. That means the people who are seeing this, they're commenting. There's people, from my church commenting. There's some coaches. There's people from the coaches. There's Nikki, other coaches in the network. People from, there's Hannah. She's from New Zealand. So I mean, it's a huge. You increase your reach the bigger range of posts you have. I have funny stuff. I have family stuff. I have fitness stuff. I have nutrition stuff. I have funny videos. I have serious videos. I have things about my interests. I really try and put out a variety of content and just be active and share my life, share what I'm interested in. And that's what you guys can do. But it takes consistency. And that's go ahead.
Do you think the like page, the fitness like page where there's hints and tips about fitness and health, do you think that is where you can get away with sort of being like, no BS, health, fitness, tips?
I still recommend on a like page. For new coaches, I recommend doing everything on your personal page. I do not recommend a like page. But on a fitness page specifically, like a fan page, it can all be focused on fitness, but you do want to toss in the occasional funny stuff. Let me see if I can find him. Let's see, Lazar, Angela. This dude is my idol. All right. So he posts videos, not necessarily on fitness, but he posts a video on teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
And he posted this on his page, and it has 1.1 million views just from his page. And then look, 7,898 shares. But they're never give up. He does fitness stuff, more fitness stuff, but it's sort of inspiring with an old man running a 100-yard dash. More inspiration. Here's more fitness stuff, but it's just kind of a cool video where a lady's doing pull-ups on a dude with incredible core strength.
What?
So, but you'll see other guys, like Tyrese, who will just post random funny videos on his wall. So there really is no, really you're just focusing on viral content, videos that you think will get shared. Or a video, the best way to think about that is, would I share this video? Is this video funny enough, or is it valuable enough, or is it encouraging enough that I would press the share button myself? That's the best way to determine whether you should post something or not.
How often viral video? A week.
I would do, if you really wanted to, one a day would be awesome.
I mean, maybe it's just me. For me, it's not that easy for me to find cool viral videos. I don't know.
Go to someone's like page, like I just did, and you can find videos that are worth sharing.
Now on the last guy that you showed,
Yeah.
you know that video of him, like the first one? Now, but it doesn't say anything video on the right-hand side. So how do you download that?
Hey, that is weird.
Is it because he shared it his own personal?
I don't. Oh, that was his personal page. Sorry, that's why maybe. I'm gonna go to Cut and Jacked. Okay, I'll see if I can do one of their videos if they do it. I don't recommend coming to this page all the time. They do a lot of skimpy pictures of women. That makes you shy. Don't come to this page. But I'm not seeing any videos on their page.
Yeah, because I saw the military one, and I know my husband likes stuff like that, so that's why I was wondering.
Yeah. Here, I'll go to Jeremy Camp's page. Uh-oh. I don't know what I just did. I hit a play button. I didn't even know you could play music directly from Facebook. Okay. I'm going to say. Okay, but you guys sort of understand. If you see that icon, that little video hyperlink, you can click that, go up to the www, change that to M, play the video, and while the video is playing on your screen, right-click, save video as. And then you can save it to your desktop, post it, upload it directly onto your own personal profile, and put that on your wall. And just, post a caption with it. Just say, if I posted that video of that girl doing pull-ups on that guy with crazy core strength, I would just say, this is absolutely nuts. And then I would hashtag life goal or something like that. So there's a lot of ways. Just get creative, guys. That's the biggest thing is social media is a giant, giant experiment. And that's what a lot of people don't have the patience for it. And the people who don't have the patience for social media are the people who don't succeed with social media. And they're the people who connect with a lot less people than the people who have patience for social media. So you got to be patient. You got to be willing to try stuff new. You got to be willing to fail.
So I figured out why there's no video thing for it.
How come?
So what I did, I just shared it.
Yeah.
And then I looked at my personal page, and it popped up on the right-hand side video.
Okay.
So I guess since it's on his page and he hasn't shared it, it won't show it. So you have to share it and then download it.
Okay, so you could probably,
That's what I had to do. I shared it to my page, and then on the right-hand side on my personal page, it showed me the video.
So what I could do, I could click on this 7,934 shares.
Oh, there you go.
And then you can click on the video there.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's good.
Yeah. And then go to WW, change it to M. Press play.
Now is it .m? Yeah, .m.
Yeah, M. Yeah. Instead of www.facebook, it's m.facebook. And then I can save
Gotcha.
video as, and there it is, MP4.
Gotcha.
All right, guys.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right. Well, it's almost 6:30. We're almost up to an hour. Hopefully these tips helped you guys, encourage you to, create a plan, get a game plan running, and really, really focus for this short period of time. Team Cup is only 30 days. think of this as a fitness challenge. For the next 30 days, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z in order to achieve result double Z. I don't know. But really, look at this like you would your fitness. You're going to do these certain things each day. You're going to track these certain things each day in order to reach a certain goal. And the reason this goal is important to you is because why? So, all right, guys, you ready? November? Bring it. All right, guys, take care. Have a great night.
You too.
All
Night,
right.
coaches.